Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you my official 5-star reads. So I have a couple here, and I really had to think about this because I've rated quite a few books 5 stars, but then there's some books that are just like over 5 stars for me, or just infinity stars, and so I really had to think about what ones are like the best books that like anyone could say anything about them and it would never change my opinion kind of books. And so these are the ones that felt like that to me. Okay, the first one, I have talked about this quite a lot on my channel, and that is Him by L.L. Ash. This was one of the first books that I read as I was getting into reading, one of more like on the taboo side, should we say, and I will never ever change my mind about this book. It is just so good. Love it. One of my favourites. So this is about Bay and Blake, and Bay is moving to college, but she has nowhere to go anymore because her father lost his job, so she has to find somewhere else to stay. And her best friend is like, why don't you stay with me and my dad? We're the only two people there, there's enough room, stay with us. So obviously Blake agrees to this, and she ends up moving there, and then something happens. There's like a little bit of a twist, and then Blake and Bay end up together, like staying in the house alone together all the time. Feelings start to happen, and we all know what goes on. So yeah, it's so good, and like I said, I'll never change my mind about this book. I just love it. Okay, the next one is also another one that I have been talking a lot about, and that is Unconditional by QB Tyler. This is my favourite book, like, ever. I love this book so much. So this is about Maddie and Cal, and Cal is a police officer, and Maddie, so basically, right. So when Maddie was, I think she was 8, Cal got sent to out on one of his things and found this little girl in a closet, which was Maddie, and Maddie kind of got like attached to him pretty much straight away, and so he ended up adopting her. And then years later, she's 18 now, and she's always kind of had like a crush on Cal, but obviously never, like, nothing ever happens. But then Cal starts to have feelings and stuff, and we all know what happens from there. But there's a lot of drama and a lot of stuff where it takes them a while to actually like be able to get together and stuff. So very interesting, and I do highly recommend this one. It's so good. Okay, the next one is Darling of Venom by Parker St. Huntington. Now, this book I read quite recently actually, and this one resonates with me because it's kind of relatable, if that makes sense. So this is, I always forget the names unfortunately. Oh, Charlotte, Kellen, and Tate, and she ends up going onto this roof for some reasons, and she meets Kellen, and Kellen is there to do the exact same thing, and they decide to make an agreement where every year they will meet on that roof and they'll check on each other. And 4 years later, Kellen unfortunately ends up doing what he was there to do the first time they met. And obviously Kellen had told Charlotte loads of bad things about his brother because he thought bad about his brother Tate. And so when Charlotte actually meets Tate, she automatically hates him, and they like argue a lot and whatever, and then eventually they start to get feelings for each other, and we all know what happens there. But please check the trigger warnings for this book because there's some very hard topics for this, and it's such a good book, and I do highly recommend. But like I said, check the trigger warnings before you decide to read it. Okay, and the last book is actually a series, and I don't know how I'm going to hold all these up, but I'm just going to show you individually. So, first off, Balance by Lucia Franco. Love this book so much. Actually, this just came in the post. But I will never stop talking about the series. I will also never listen to any bad things that people have to say about this series, because it is just amazing. So that is that. So obviously Balance is the first book, then Execution is the second book, Release is the third book. Now when I received this not long ago, I picked it up. I was like, I didn't realise it was this short, like shorter compared to the others. So that shocked me a bit. Then the fourth one is Twist, which unfortunately has got a bit bent already. And then the last one, which I actually haven't read yet, but I know that I'm going to love it, and that is Dismount. So that is my favourite series. So we got 3 favourite standalones and a favourite series, which I didn't actually click on to. That's what I did. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Sorry that it was so short, but I just wanted to show you my official 5-star reads. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on my next one. Bye!